some technical terms which will be used frequently. And second one, structures which we have started last day. And third point, that will be prose and poetry, how we will pronounce, how we will extract the meaning from those prose and poetry. And in the same way, next time we will just try to learn about the text and some more structures. Okay, so one by one we are viewing. First of all, whenever we are talking about Sanskrit language, so we see there are four categories, four group of words. Like English, you see there are 8 category groups, noun, pronoun, like total 8. But here you see there will be only 4 categories: Naam, Akhyat, Upasarg, and Nipat. Naam, you know very well, noun, pronoun, and adjective. And Akhyat denotes the verb. And in the same way, Upasarg, that denotes the prefix. And last one, that is Nipat, but normally it is not used uh, in day-to-day life, but it is used in the way, on the way of when you are creating sentences. Okay, so it is just like indeclinable. Normally we are using the term avyay for indeclinable, but in Sanskrit you will find the nipat also, and there will be several subtypes of nipat, but we are not going to explain all those things. But normally what we have understood, that there will be four group of words. The first one, that is naam, which is denoted by noun, pronoun, and adjective in English. But normally we see naam, that is called as subant or naam pad in Sanskrit. And in the same way, akhyat or kriya or tingant or verb, that will be mentioned as akhyat. Third one, prefix, we have already mentioned, and we will see there will be 22 prefixes, and which will define the meaning of that particular verb. Okay. And the last one, that is nipat, what we have already mentioned. In the same way, the next important technical term, that is gender or ling in Sanskrit. That will be masculine, feminine, neuter. If you see in Sanskrit, that will be pulling, masculine or pulling. Second one is feminine, that is striling. Ling, that means the identification or chinna or sign. Okay. And napumsak, that is neuter. So I have given here English term, Sanskrit term, as well the example of that particular gender. Okay, so all these are technical terms which we need to use or understand while we are creating sentences. If we are not able to understand all these technical terms, then it will be problematic to understand all these things one by one. Okay, so in the same way, the next technical term which is important, that is number. There will be only two numbers or vachan in other languages, normally Hindi or English, singular or plural and plural. But in Sanskrit you see singular, dual, and plural. Ekvachan, which denotes one person, place, animal, or thing. In the same way, dual it denotes two persons, and plural, that means more than two, three or more than three. Okay, so we need to keep in mind there will be three numbers: singular, dual, and plural. And all these things, I know all of you are able to understand all these things, but I am starting. I have started since 0 point. That's why I am mentioning all these things. Even you are knowing all the terms. The next one is akhyat, what we have mentioned earlier while we are explaining the all four groups of Sanskrit words. The akhyat verb, if you see Sanskrit grammar, there will be you will find 2200 verbal roots. If you see the dhatu part of Panini, dhatu part is the text where all verbal roots are mentioned or classified. In that text, you will find 1970 verbal roots are there. But if you mix another groups, then you will find total number of 2200 verbal roots. Okay, so all these are verbal roots. Class. These are verbal roots. So you need to keep in mind, because whatever you are finding in Sanskrit, that will be based on these verbal roots only. And later on, you see verbal roots have been divided, categorized in 10 different subcategories, and it has been formulated on the ground of different tenses and moods. That will be different topic, because when we will see the sentence structure in present tense, past tense, and future tense, at that time you will see we will mention all uh, tenses and all moods, and that will be mentioned as lakar in Sanskrit, because it is included here. It is included law. That's why it is mentioned as lakar. And you will find there will be 10 lakaras: lat, lit, lut, all 10 lakaras: lat, lit, lut, lit, lit, late, lot. In the same way, lung, ling, lung, ring, and late lakar, that will be used in Ved, and again ling lakar, that will be two types. So these are the scenario when you are going in deeper part of verbal roots to understand all tenses and moods. But normally you need to understand that these are verbal roots, and each and everything that is dependent upon verbal roots only. So you need to understand what is akhyat. And normally when you are talking about suffixes, at that time you are in Sanskrit grammar, you are finding some suffixes are used in such way that the verbal root is used as used in different way, or you can say that is verbal noun. Okay, so such type of term is called as gerund. For example, pathanam, chalanam, hasanam, you are using the lut suffix, and that is called that will be used as verbal noun. So these are the things. Now the next technical term which you need to understand, that is upsarg, what we have earlier mentioned, but here you can find all upsarg is mentioned one by one. But when you are using all these upsarg or prefixes, for that you need to understand the meaning of each and every upsarg. For example, pra, para, ap, sam, anu, av, ni, salya. Each and every upsarg or prefix has its specific meaning. But keep in mind, only prefix can't express its meaning. When it is used along with verbal roots, then it is specifying the meaning. For example, if you are saying he is reading, that means he sah pathati. Sah pathati. If you are saying he is reading in a specific way, then you are using sah prapathati. You are using the term prefix pra. So each and every prefix has its specific meaning. Okay. So when you are using prefix, you must know the specific meaning of that particular prefix. Okay. Because when you are creating sentences, at that time you need to understand all these terms. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand basically the textbook. Because normally you can create sentences, that is different thing. But when you are trying to read the textbook, at that time you need to grasp all these things. Why? Because those texts have been written earlier, and in that those textbooks, author has mentioned each and every term which is available in Sanskrit grammar. So you need to understand the specific terms so that you can understand, or you can at least you can go through those terms. And regarding nipat, I have already mentioned that nowadays you are using as avyay or indeclinable in Sanskrit languages, and there are so different nipat, different categories of nipat you will find. Okay. Now some other important concepts you are finding. For example, when you are finding the declensions and conjugations, shabdrup or dhaturup, at that time you are finding subant, tingant. So you need to understand what is sup, what is ting. That will be deeper part of the Sanskrit grammar. But right now you need to, at least you need to understand the term. If you are not understanding the definition, that is different issue. And but normally you need to understand at least what is subant. Subant is concerned with the non forms. You are mentioning Rama, Ramu, Rama, like that. But when you are finding the verbal forms, you are finding as tingant. The technical term will be tingant. Why it is called as tingant? Because the suffix from starting first suffix to last suffix, that has been assimilated in one term, and that is called as ting. Regarding verb, in the same way, sup, that is related to noun. Okay. And avyay or undeclinable, you have already mentioned. Purus or person, there will be uh, uh, there are three persons, third person, second, and first one. In the same way, gender, number, vibhakti, sign of cases, karak, euphonic combinations, compound, and all these technical terms, you need to at least go through those technical terms, because now we are coming on the point from where you will start your journey. But if you are not understanding the person, if you are not understanding the number, if you are not understanding what is helping verb, if you are not understanding the all such type of technical terms, what is verb, what is uh, subject. If you are not understanding, then it will be very problematic to understand the term or sentence structure. Okay, so now we are starting our journey what we have started last day. But last day there was just an introductory session, and this slide you have already seen in the last class, and hope you have practiced. Now what we will do today, we'll start with present tense, past tense, and future tense. Not only present, past, present, and future, but the different structures related to present, past, and future we will see today, and you will practice accordingly. For that, I have mentioned it. I have created one form that will be beneficial for you, and I will post it on your Google Classroom so that you can find it easily and you can practice it according to your capability and according to your choice. So that is this one. I am just sharing. Let's see. Uh, this form you can find it on Google Classroom. I will post there the link. What you will do, first of all, it will seek your email ID, and then you need to uh, find your name. Okay, it will be updated automatically if you are newly joining. So if you are putting email ID and name, then you need to check. I have mentioned here only day one right now. So after day one, and when you press the next button, you will see the structure one by one. You will find it is sentence structure one. Okay, so you need to find any of these terms, and last day I have already mentioned in which way you will create sentences. So you will find the subject first, then according to subject you can choose the helping verb, and for example I am putting this one. Then you will go to next, and you will find the next sentence structure. It is for past tense, not this one. This it is for past tense. In the same way you will find the for future, and you either you can submit here only, or if you wish to practice more and more, then you can use your notebook and pen, and you can pen it down. Okay, so that you can create more and more sentences, more than 1,000 sentences you can create it. Now see, the sentence structure 4 is quite different. The first one, subject and helping verb, is as it is, but profession you can find from here, and you can put. Just see, here I have not given as per the gender. For example, if it is parikshakah, examiner, so if it is if you find uh, the subject is in masculine gender, you need to put parikshakah. If it is in feminine gender, then it will be parikshika, and if it is neuter, then parikshakam. So it is better that you will use your notebook and note it down one by one, and 10 or 20 sentences per day you need to create. So I have given here only a few terms or words. You can find more and more. Okay, All these are related to profession. Okay. In the same way, you will find the subject, and it is for past tense again. That was present tense. Now you see past tense. Again, you will find the future tense. You need to choose at least one option, then it will go the next. And here you will find it will be the different. It is for future tense. Okay, it is for future tense, and when you will complete the future tense, then it will be for relation, then location. As per that, you can create more and more sentences. Okay, so you see here you are finding the relations. Okay, and I have given only a few terms. You can use more and more, you can find more and more. Okay, so that will help you to create sentences, to understand the structure of sentence. That's why I have given different number of structure, and it will be easy to create sentences, because in the um, starting phase you are not able to understand the how you will find match the subject or helping verb. But slowly, when you will practice 10, 20, 30 sentences, then it will be easy to understand. And in the same way, we will proceed to all tenses with the main verbal root. For example, pathati, that is in present tense. Again, in the past tense, in future tense, and different moods. Okay, so in this way you can create sentences as per your choice, or you will be able to create sentences as per the given structure. Okay, so I am now I am showing again the structure so that you can create sentence accordingly. Okay, both are the same. What structure I have shown there, that is in the form of Google form, and here you are finding in the PPT form. Okay, so one by one I am giving you just come on this point. This is for future tense. Okay, this is for future tense. Just try to create sentences, because in this class you need to practice more and more. If you are understanding that it will be one way, then it will be useless. Okay, so just try to create some sentences, so that if you are committing error, I can indicate. Okay, so one by one. Okay, who is there? Lotus.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, can you see the slide?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, just try to
So,
create sentences.
okay. Yeah. Aham bhavisyami, tam bhavisyasi, sa bhavisyati, saha bhavisyati, tat bhavisyati,
Now you
bhavan.
now what you can put the relation, profession, or location. For example, aham Delhi nagare bhavishyami. At first you have mentioned aham bhavishyami, I will be. Now you can put one term which is indicating the location. Aham Delhi nagare bhavishyami. Aham America nagare bhavishyami. Okay, so or you can say aham grihe bhavishyami, I will be at home. Okay, aham grihe bhavishyami. So you need to put either profession or relation or location. Okay, so you can expand the sentence. Okay, so let us just try to create some sentences by using profession, location, or relation in between.
Let me try. Actually, I don't have enough vocabulary to make a sense.
Yes,
That's
just see, Lotus, if you have no vocabulary, that is not problematic situation. You just use the term either in English or in your own language first. Okay. For example, aham teacher bhavishyami. Okay, because I am not knowing the term is shikshakah. Okay, so first of all,
six.
just use English term, but slowly at that time simultaneously note it down that you are not knowing the Sanskrit of that particular English term. I have used aham shikshaka, aham teacher bhavishyami, but I am understanding that I am not knowing the term. What is the meaning of teacher in Sanskrit? So note it down in your notebook and just try to find from dictionary. Okay, then only you will be able to have such type of terms, such vocabularies, and you can use it frequently. Okay, so it is not only your problem, but such problems we all facing, because if I am understanding Sanskrit, then I have a few vocabularies of Sanskrit, but I am not knowing the English. So the same problem will be with me also. So don't afraid with this situation. Okay, just try to create sentences. Lotus.
Yeah. Sixakam is mean the student, right?
No,
Sixakam,
shikshaka means teacher.
teacher.
Yes. Hmm.
Sixakam. Okay. Aham sixakam bhavisyami
Shikshak.
yami.
Listen. Shikshaka, that is in masculine. Shikshika, that is in feminine. And
Sisika.
yes, feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. So we need to keep in mind gender also. Hmm.
Yeah. Aham sisaka bhavisyami Tom sisakam bhavisyasi
Hmm.
saha let me see saha sisakam bhavisyati
Shikshaka, because
sisaka
saha, the term is in masculine. So shikshaka or
sisaka
chhatra, that is student.
yeah saha sisaka bhavisyati
Hmm.
sa sisaka bhavisyati
Good.
tat
Uh,
sisaka bhavisyati
hmm. Okay.
Bahavan siksak sisakaha right
Yes.
sisaka bhavisyati
Hmm.
Bahavati sisaka bhavisyati
Hmm. It is in future tense. Okay.
yeah future tense
Hmm. Now, Chi, where are you? Chi, are you there or just okay? She is just
I'm
connected.
here.
Yes, you are there. Then just
I cannot. I just joined class for all this today, but because I missed the class many days ago, so I just remember some notes user mentioned.
and no issue. What is in your on your screen? You just try to create sentences as per given in this slide. Okay. Previously, whatever I taught, that forget. What is given on your screen, just try to create sentence as per given slide. Okay. And you have already studied.
Yeah, but many years ago, so I forgot on another review.
Okay, no issue. The next day, but next day you will be
Yeah,
prepared.
sure.
And
Yeah.
yes, and I am sending the link. You need to create sentences without fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Can
Hmm.
you, sir, can you provide
No,
us some
no,
like
thank
the
you. When you will no, when you will create the sentences, then I will accept your thank you. Okay.
I know the teaching and the word, so can you provide us some like the list of some vocab and
Yes.
yeah, case,
Yeah.
case and gender. Yeah, declension
Of
is
course.
very good for us to create a sentence.
Of course. I have given there in that Google form. Some vocabularies have been given there, but I will try to put there more and more. Okay. And you need to
Yeah.
also find some vocabularies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next
Thank
one. Eve. I am not able to pronounce your uh, middle or last name. Eve, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but I'm on my way again. It's a little bit
Again, you are on
difficult.
the way.
So, sorry,
Yes,
this is
you are on
it's
the
not
way.
possible. If you could choose someone else, that would. I'm really sorry about this.
Okay, okay, no issue at all. Um, but you need to try to practice what given on Google form. Okay, that will be beneficial. Otherwise, you will not be able to catch the next class because all these are on given as the chain. Okay, so that is important. And next one, Nagyun. Kang Nagyun. Are you there? Just see if you are not you will not be practicing here, then it will be very problematic to understand the language because no one can learn language without practice. Okay, that is the main important thing. If you are understanding that I will lecture and you will be able to speak Sanskrit, that is not the matter. Then you will not be able to speak at all. So you need to practice. Even you are not able to create sentences, slowly you will be there because it is your first class, and slowly you will be able to create sentences. But you need to practice. You need to take risk. Okay, if you are not doing the same way, then it will be very problematic. Okay, now again, just try to create sentence. I am coming in the next term. Okay, so Nagan 212. What is the name? Nagan, you have just joined and you are not able to understand anything right now. I think here Rinchen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, try to create sentences.
अहम छत्र भविष्यामि.
Aham chhatra bhavishyam. Very nice. Hmm.
Sure. Yeah, I know the teaching.
त्वं शिक्षका भविष्यसि.
Tvam shikshaka bhavishyati. Very nice. Hmm.
Visati.
And tied to the last one, सः विश्वविद्यालय भविष्यति.
Saha Vishwavidyalaye bhavishyati. Very nice.
That's it all, sir. And try to next time I will try the best.
Of course,
The most.
not slowly you will try. You will learn. I am not saying that suddenly you will create all sentences. Okay, who is AD?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Hello, this is
Yes.
Anisha.
Oh, Anisha, your neither your photo is I didn't. Okay, no issue. Just try to create sentences. I think
Okay.
it is late night in your where you are.
Yeah, it's nearly 11 o'clock. But okay, let's
11
try
p.m.
this.
Okay, I understand. Okay, no issue. Just
I'll try it. Aham chhatra bhavishyami.
aham chhatra bhavishyami. Excellent.
Tvam शिक्षिका भविष्यसि.
Very nice.
Bhavati Nepal bhavishyati.
Nepale bhavishyati.
Nepale bhavishyati.
Because when you are indicating as location, then it will be in locative case. We will learn it in correct chapter. Okay.
Okay.
That will be in locative case. Okay.
And yeah, Tat how do you say shop in Sanskrit? Shop.
Apanaha or
Tat aparaha bhavishyasti.
no, tatra apane.
Apare bhavishyati.
Say it is in future tense. If you see present tense, then formation will be quite simple, like this one. Only you need to change the helping verb. Asti, asi, asmi. That will be in present tense. In the past tense, you will see asir, asih, asam. And future tense, bhavishyati, bhavishyati, and bhavishyami. Okay. So if you are saying that aham Australia dese asmi, okay, or if you are saying aham Nepal dese bhavishyami, okay, so you can create sentences in all three tenses. Okay, in the present, asti, asi, and asmi. Normally, you know very well for aham asmi, and in the past asam, and in future bhavishyami. And if you are using tvam, that for that tvam asi or tvam asih or tvam bhavishyasi, and in the future that will be aham saha asti. Sorry, in present tense or third person saha asti, Ramah asti. In past Ramah asid and Ramah bhavishyati. So basically we need to keep in mind for first person and second person. Rest is third person. You need not to be you need not to think more and more about third person. Okay, so you need to think about first person and second person, because only these two are different. Okay, so now who is the next? Ripudaman.
महोदय नमो नमः.
Try to create some sentences.
अहम अहम विद्यालये अस्मि. त्वं विश्वविद्यालये असि. सः चिकित्सकः अस्ति. सा बालिका आसीत्. त्वम् आपणे आसीः. अहं मन्दिरे आसम्. सः अध्यापकः भविष्यति, सा अध्यापिका भविष्यति, त्वं चिकित्सकः भविष्यसि, अहं चिकित्सकः भविष्यामि.
Okay. Now who is the next? Yes, Deepika Dikshit.
Yes, sir. अहं कलकत्ता नगरे अस्मि. त्वं दिल्ली नगरे असि. अहं गृहिणी भविष्यामि. त्वं पितामहः भविष्यसि. अहं प्रशासिका भविष्यामि. त्वं कुलपति भविष्यसि.
Next one, who is the next one? Santosh. Santosh. Santosh, I think she is not there. Okay, so now I am going to another point. Let's see. Now, next one is, now we will try to read the poetry part and just try to pronounce. Okay, so we are not in the physical class, so it is not possible that all we will chant this along with us. So just I am trying to pronounce and you are just practice it, so that one by one I will give every day I will give some sloka and it will be helpful for you. Okay, so you see this one is manasa chintitam karyam vacha naiva prakasayet mantravad rakshayet gudham karye chapi niyojayet. Once again I am trying to pronounce manasa chintitam karyam vacha naiva prakashayet mantravad rakshayet gudham karye chapi niyojayet. Just see, whenever you are reciting any shloka or mantra, at that time, first of all, you need to make it in order. Or in Sanskrit, you are giving the term that is anvay. Anvay means normally in poetry part, when you read the poem or shloka, at that time you are finding that the verb will be in different place, subject will be in different place, object will be in different place. So what you are doing, you are making it in order. What will be the order? What is the sentence order? Subject and object or verb, whatever the order is. It may be in English, it will maybe different order. In Sanskrit, it may be different order. But you need to make it in order. So that is called as anvay in Sanskrit. So note it down that whenever you are reciting any shloka or mantra, first of all, you need to reorder all the term which is used in that particular padya or shloka or chand or mantra. Why you are doing this thing? Because without reordering the terms, you will not be able to extract the meaning. You will not find the meaning. Okay, so that is important. You need to reorder all those terms, so it will be easy to extract the meaning. But when you are pronouncing the shloka or chanting the mantra or shloka, at that time you need to understand the prosodical rules. You see, I am mentioning two different points. One point that is concerned with extracting the meaning. Another point is related to chanting. Okay, so you see, when you are chanting, that is quite melodious. Why it is melodious? Because the shlok in Sanskrit, that is equipped with prosodical rules. There are some certain rules. As per that rule, it is it seems melody. It is melodious, and not it is only melodious, but you see, it gives the different notion. For example, some prosodical rules that is used for in specific condition of human, or some specific status of mind. Okay, so you need to understand prosodical rules if you are trying to understand how to chant properly. Okay, and once you are understanding the prosodical rules, then it will be quite easy to recite those shlokas. Even you have not studied earlier. For example, if you are knowing the which prosodical rules have been applied in Buddha Charitam or Saundaranandam or any other text, or Raghuvansam or Kiratarjuniyam, once you know the prosodical rules, then other shloka or that mantra, that will be quite easy to read, quite easy to pronounce, because once you are trying to chant, then automatically it will indicate that you are creating committing any error. Otherwise, it will be melodious as usual. So, whenever you are trying to chant or trying to extract the meaning, for that you need to understand first one, that is prosodical rules, and another one, how to reorder it. And to reorder it, you need to find verbal form first, because as per Sanskrit grammar, you need to find the verbal root first, then automatically you will find subject, automatically you will find adjectives, all these terms. So it is it is important that you need to reorder the terms, and you can extract the meaning. But it is not so easy. It is not so easy to reorder the term. For that, what you will do, if you are not able to reorder, how you will extract the meaning? So first of all, you try to read sentences and each and every terms. For example, here, manasa chintitam karyam vacha naiva prakasait. Now you are not able to understand how you can split it. For that, you can find that computational tools where you will put the sentence and it will split each and every term. You can take help from those websites. For example, if you see Sanskrit heritage site of Professor Gerard Witt, you can use such type of tools. He has created such tools where you will put the sentences and it will give the splitted form. Okay, so you can use those tools. Otherwise, you need to practice. How you will practice? That such type of term, if you are finding, then it will be in locative case. For example, nagare, bhavane. Next time when you are viewing that janapade, you will assume, oh, it will be in locative case. So there will be three ways to extract the meaning. First of all, you need to reorder. But if you are not able to reorder, because that is very typical, it is not so easy. Then second one will be just find such type of tools where you are putting and you can extract. You can find splitted meaning, then you can extract the meaning. Third one, just try to practice that such form of word will be in locative case or genitive case or ablative case. Then it will be easy to identify, because next time when you will find, you will be able to understand it easily. Okay, so in such way you can find it. So the shloka is, or this one padya is manasa chintitam karyam vacha naiva prakasai mantravad rakshayet gudham karye chapi niyojayet. It means the meaning I have written here. What you have in your mind, don't disclose it. It is just the moral sentences that whenever you are thinking some for any specific act, you just try to keep it in your mind only and wait until it is done. Because if you are not doing this one, then what happens? That it may be disclosed by someone and it will not be completed. So this is the moral shloka that you need to keep in mind, that if you are doing something, trying to do something, until it is done. Okay, so next day we will try to chant some more shloka and one specific short stories, so that we can how to extract the meaning from shloka, how to extract the meaning from prose. We will try to learn. Okay, so anything else if you wish to ask for homework, I will put there the link what I have shown earlier, and you need to create sentences. Minimum that sentences must be minimum 30 sentences, and it is up to you how many sentences you will create and how you will practice. It is up to you, because the guru is giving exchanging the knowledge for everyone, but it is up to students in which way they are accepting. Okay, so it is a very famous story that the Indra, who is the god of raining, is giving the water to all of us, but in which way we are utilizing it, it is up to us. So I will just try to show the path. I will just try to give the structures, but how much you will be able to find it in, how much you will convert it in your sentences, how you will practice, it is up to you. If you will practice more and more, then you will be able to speak. If you will not be able to create sentences, if you are not creating sentences, if you are not completing homework, then it is up to you what you will gain from this class. Okay, so I think that you, if you are spending your time, you will do the homework, you will complete the homework, and you will just try to create sentences more and more. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask, otherwise I will close the session. Anyone, if you have any question, you can ask, otherwise I am closing the session. Okay, so Chi and other Nagun, from the next day you will be attentive specifically. Okay.
So because
Thank you all
I
of
missed
you.
many class,